a secret kept in cedar, a flame that's born of gold. The shadow smokers rise before the night grows cold. Feel the earth move as a match begins to strike. 1,000 brothers breathe in the silence that we like. Let the sky crumble, we'll watch it from the chairs, with a vintage in our glasses and no burden of the cares. Let the smoke fall. When it crumbles, we will stand tall. Face it all together at the smoke fall. The smoke fall. Where worlds collide and days are done. You may have the light, but we have won. The shadow smokers in the setting sun. Shadow smokers is where we start. 1,000 miles and poles apart. With silver bands and labels bleed, we find the only peace we need. No names, no titles, just the plume that fills the corners of the room. You'll never find us though we're near, drowned in the scent of atmosphere. Let the smoke fall. When it crumbles, we will stand tall. Face it all together at the smoke fall. The smoke fall. Where worlds collide and days are done. You may have the light, but we have won. The shadow smokers in the setting sun. Let the embers burn. Let the seasons turn. In the Legion's name, we are one and the same. Through the haze, we see it all. Let the smoke fall. Keep the ash long. Shadow smokers. Let the smoke
Yeah, I gave you a seat at the table. You try to flip it. Now you eat off the floor. Lee Jones. Let's talk. Let's talk. They slid the paper on the table thinking I would fold, trying to put a heavy price on a story never sold. Fuck the gatekeeper, loyalty is at an end. You were preaching brotherhood just so you could go pretend you claim to hold the samurai code just because of the name. But you bring the ancestors nothing but the grief and shame. You ain't got the honor and you ain't got the heavy sword, just the plastic rhyming. Who went and broke his own word and the wannabe warlords. You acting loud and you bold, but you posing there for nothing. And the story is cold. And Mr. Midnight claiming that you were the contender. You stole away the credit, you were lying fake pretending. Now you streaming video games and you hiding your face. You ran away from the industry and in total disgrace. Let the money burn slow, let the ego die fast. We built a legacy that was destined to last. It's the Legion, yeah, we stand on the concrete. Fearless leader up front and we own the street. No snakes in the grass.
Hey guys, Tony Soy Sas, and welcome to today's Smokers Panel Live. I hope the sound is okay. I went through a few days of checking the sound, reset it, and fix it. And I tested. It's still weird. It's still weird. So I don't know. I think eventually I just had to have a different sound system. So if it sounds weird, let me know. I think eventually I'll just have to have a different sound system. Like I said, you can never like satisfy everything. I can only do what I can do. All right. All right. So let's smoke a cigar today. The thing about like this is like I bought cigars to review and to share with you guys on the show. But the thing is that like if I smoke on the show, I'm not gonna smoking for the reviews. So anyways, so let me know if you have trouble hearing me. If you hear me just fine, let me know you hear me just fine. Too loud, too not whatever. Let me know. And then when Val jumps on, let me know if Val sounds weird. All right. And today's choice is gonna be, I believe this Undercrown Altagrad. Altagrad. Let me bring out some information on that particular cigar. Altagrad Dominicano. Oh. Altagrad Dominicano. All right. This is where I tested yesterday. I gotta make sure I test it again today. Here we go. All right, here we go. Val, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
I don't think people can hear you. Hold on 1 second. Try again. Val, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. I can hear you well.
Okay. So I'm gonna assume that people can hear us. If you cannot hear us or like the voice too low, let me know, and I'll just make some adjustment. But should remove the echo problem or the like. It sounds like he's talking through a theater microphone problem. Hopefully.
Who I do? Or we do?
I just realized that because there is a little bit of echo, so little of it that the delay of that echo made it sound like you're talking through a hallway microphone. So we'll see. That's the best I can do. We will see.
This is so good.
All right, everything is the same. Okay. All right, so like I say, today I wanna smoke the Undercrown Altagrad Dominicano. Altagrad Dominicano is my smoke of choice today. This is gonna be a Toro 6x50. In terms of the blend, it is Connecticut Corojo H99 hybrid binder with the Ecuadorian Sumatra seed wrapper, and Dominican HVA and C98 filler. A lot of crossover stuff. Okay. Let's get started. And I think what's Val smoking tonight? Val is smoking that the RR stuff.
Yeah, it's a Dom something.
Like I am unable to remember all the name and that thing for those RR. Like
Yeah, it's
Tiberius have like 7 or 8 variation of that, and I just cannot remember what's what.
Yeah, all hail, long live Tiberius. Yes, this is a really good tasting cigar to me from Tiberius. And I believe it's something like the Soldier King or something like that. It's Dom something. I
It
can't read the.
says
I can't read the
Pax
print.
Romana. I can't really read that. It says, I think
I
it says
can't.
Pax Romana.
Let me see if I can find it on the solo.
You know what? I can. It will
All right.
happen much easier if Tiberius is here to just
It
tell us. But
is.
I'll look at it. I'll find it. It is the Pax Romana Robusto. Oh no, it's longer than that. Toro.
It's pretty big for a Robusto. It's a 6.5 by 54.
Okay, so yeah, it is. It's a like Toro extended, but it is that cigar is called the Pax Romana. Pax Romana Toro.
Okay. I believe you because that's what it says on the cello.
Um,
Pax
Wrapper
Romano.
is Mexican San Andreas, filler and binders Nicaraguan.
It's spicy. I can't wait to get into the rest of this thing. It's pretty good.
Okay. Guys, if you see me keep adjusting my back, it's because I throw my back out and then it hurts every position that I am. So I had to keep moving to keep it like not hurt as much.
And of course, it's accompanied by my favorite drink.
Favorite drink, old fashioned. Favorite drink.
Hmm?
Now Tiberius shows up.
My drink of choice is an old fashioned. I could tell you the spirit I'm drinking, but we might get in trouble for that.
Really?
Well, I'm not going to tell you what it is. If I show you the bottle, will we get in trouble for that?
Why would we get in trouble for that?
I don't know. I'm just guessing because this is a 21 and older audience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It definitely should be.
This, guys, if you haven't tried this,
Oh, can I move this? No, I can't.
oh, okay.
Hold on a second.
Anyway, where's it at? It's right here. This is some very good tasting liquid. Very good tasting liquid.
A very good tasting liquid.
It makes a really exceptionally well-rounded old fashioned.
Sounds good to me.
In fact, for me right now, I would have to say I would pick this as an old fashioned over the Buffalo.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about that statement.
I think because this one is slightly sweeter, and I think I like my old fashions a little bit more on the sweeter end of it.
Whoa,
But
you can do your simple syrup a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean it's exceptionally well, really good.
Because
Stuff
I think the big difference is that the Buffalo has a little bit more zestiness, which is a very important thing. Sweetness you can adjust, but that zestiness is different.
Yeah, that may be, but telling you what, there's only one thing to do: is go get a bottle of this stuff here. Go get a bottle of Buffalo Trace. Make 2 old fashions. Test them out. I'm telling you, you're gonna like both of them.
Yeah, I guess try them out is the only way. Try them out is the only way. It's a woodsy paper box, this thing. All right, so let me know what you guys smoking today. Wednesday. I don't know how everybody's weather is. For us, it's slightly drizzling, so it's kind of wet outside. But nevertheless, it's a good day to smoke.
I've had some good weather the last couple of days, although it did rain a little bit yesterday, but not heavy. Yeah, other than that.
According to my wife, it's gonna be like 90s next Tuesday.
Hmm.
So I'm hoping that my back will be recovered by then, so I can actually do some chores. Which is funny, right? It's like I'm in pain. Hopefully my pain will get better so that I can put some more pain.
Did you lift something? Did you twist something?
But that's the thing, right? I don't know if you guys ever have those. It's like when you lift something and you put so much pressure on your back that you don't feel the pain until a week later. Not a day later, not 2 days later. You feel uncomfortable, but you don't really feel the problem until like a week later.
Oh, okay.
So it's either like I throw my muscle out, herniated disc, or something. But it's like a week later.
Probably a very good strain.
Right? So um, the pain came like it's most annoying when I'm moving my back straight or bend forward.
Mm.
But I can definitely feel like if I was to reach my back, my hand to my back, I just feel that
You feel the
two
pull.
muscles, the two long muscles behind the back, one side, the entire side is swollen, and the other side is not. Like this side is significantly down. This side is like tough. It feels like swollen. So, so I definitely pull a muscle or something because it's swollen. But the good thing is that you have a cigar, you don't really need that muscle. So I can still have a good cigar. I don't need that muscle to do that. Like right now, if my wife tells me to do anything, I'll be like, my back. No, I don't think I can. You know. Hmm. This is relatively dull in terms of flavor. I'm a little bit disappointed in this. There's not much to this cigar. What? On the crown, don't disappoint me like that. I'm not saying that on the crown has to be some sort of amazing cigar, right? But on the crown 10 was really good. So how is this underground a Tiger not good?
Wait, you have the El Tigre?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the new one that came out. All right. So give it some time. Maybe you have to get past that first third before it starts to bloom on you.
It's a very so far like not much going on. Not much going on. So I don't know. Uh Oh, why am I this? Like, I guess are watching us right now. You guys heard us talking for a little bit now. How does it sound? I need to know. Because, like, if you guys don't say anything, don't let me know how they sound. I don't know if it's completely fixed or it still have some, like, I still need some adjustment. Right? Because I can't hear it. I'm hearing Val very low right now because I'm afraid that if I adjust it any higher, we're going to start hearing echoes. But
Oh, okay.
let me know if the Val sounds a little bit too low, too high, or something.
Well, if I sound a little too high, I might have a few too many of the old fashions in me. If I sound a little bit too low, that means I ain't got enough. So I got to find that balance, that equilibrium point.
Okay, all right, all right. And you guys are looking at me like looking down is because I'm trying to find the settings for my speaker, so I can adjust it just a little bit higher in volume. But obviously, whenever you want to look for something, you don't find it. Oh, I think it's this one. Agree. Why is there privacy? Okay. All right. So, okay. Uh, this one. What? Okay, that's not good. All right, let me try. Oh, I can't see the. All right, testing, testing. Can you hear me?
Test and test.
Ooh, too loud. All right, let me lower that down. Try again. Val, what is a requirement for you to be considered a cigar to be a good cigar?
You know what? I At one time I used to think price range, but I have learned just because that cigar costs a lot of money may not be hitting the spot for me. So it has to be. Uh, and then again, I have to think about the setting. Okay, I have to think about the setting. Am I smoking by myself? All right, or am I smoking with someone else or with a group of people? But I want something that's uh, uh, got a good smoke output, a good aroma, a good draw, um, a cigar that I could put down and walk away from it, or just leave it there for about a minute, maybe a minute, stretching it to a minute and a half, pick it up, and it's smoking and it's still lit really well. As far as the flavors, I'm looking for some changes going into the second third because the first third is what I'm going to get initially, and then I want to see is there any changes, and if there is, are they a dramatic change or a very slight change, very noticeable change, and then at the end, I'm crossing my fingers that it's not going to turn bitter at the end.
Okay.
So that's what I'm looking for.
Hmm.
And I ask people about, well, what do you smoke? Well, I smoke this, I smoke that. Okay. But, this cigar might be strong, might be bold and everything. And I've tried a couple of cigars where I've heard it's really strong, it's really bold, it's really full and you're going to feel it. And a lot of times I don't feel it. Now, saying that, I am thinking it is because along my cigar journey that I have developed a little bit better palate along the way. I've developed a little bit more tolerance to what I'm smoking, and I'm able to handle it better. Because man, I can tell you, there was one time I was smoking a cigar, and I didn't think nothing of it, and then after I finished it, I felt good. I was fine. I all I had was water. I got up and I started to walk, man, and I thought I was drunk. I could not walk straight. Okay. And I get in the house and I had to sit down. I sat down. The room looked like it was spinning on me, and all of a sudden I got beads of sweat on me. And I didn't know what the heck to do. Again, this is in the very beginning, you know, until, I learned that, how to pace yourself with a cigar when you start feeling the sensation. Maybe you want to have something sweet along the way. You might want to have some chocolate close by. You definitely want to make sure you eat something before you smoke, at least a half hour to 45 minutes before you smoke, because I never did that. Get up, go grab a cigar.
Okay.
Never worried about if I ate anything, never thinking about the effect the cigar would take on you if you didn't have something in your system to help handle what you're smoking. Yes.
Okay, so like you're talking about basically you are not judging the cigar based on just the cigar. You gotta judge the cigar based on all the elements bind together.
Yep.
But the
Yep.
problem with that is
Finding it is the problem. Is finding it. But number two, sometimes you may get influenced or dissuaded by hearing a brand,
mm-hmm.
right? You smoke this, you can't go wrong with this. Man, this is a good one, man. This is never bad. But you know, just because it's a good brand, every Vitola they have in their brand, you know, they may not all be good for you. Maybe one out of seven, maybe two out of seven.
Okay.
And that's not to say that the brand isn't any good, but those other five just don't hit it for me. I'll give you an example. Got nothing against this brand. I was really intrigued by it when I first heard about it, and that's Blackbird. Okay. And I've smoked all their cigars. And there's really not one where I can go out and say, I want to get a box of this. I want to get a 10 pack of this. I see it in the humidor and lounges or shops, and I can walk by it because it doesn't hit me. It hit me initially because it was something new I never tried before. You know, a different name I never heard before. And I tried it. You know, and I tried a couple of them. I didn't just try one. I tried two of each of the lines, and I can't tell you what their names are. I can tell you the color bands: a blue band, orange band, whatever. You know, but they
A lot of cigar where like they
just
named the cigar so weird that there
um,
was no way for you to remember all the names.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I can remember an easy name like the Finch.
Hmm.
I can remember the name, but I can't tell you what I can remember smoking out of it. Okay.
Okay. In the meantime, hi Zima Young. Hello, Richard. Richard had a question. Quick question on Perdomo cigars. I got a box of all three legacy cigars. They are releasing a new line in May, so you'll find a similarity between their cigar that have been released. And what is the question? I think he cut off the question
The
because he said, "Quick question on the Perdomo cigar. I got a box of all three legacy cigars. They are releasing a new line on May 23rd. So you find a similarity between their cigars that has been released.
and the new one.
Is it worth it all? Is it worth all?
Well,
You gotta rephrase that, Richard. I don't think I understand your question.
so if he's talking about the legacy, is he talking about like the Connecticut, the Maduro, and I don't know what the third one is. All I know, I hear a lot really good stuff about the Connecticut and the Maduro.
So, like, okay, if I bring up the legacy, all right, we got a Connecticut, Shake, Grown, and Maduro, all right, and I can tell you that all three are very different. Especially, I think the straight Shade Grown is much better than the rest of them, but that's just me, right? But like, I won't even consider the Connecticut to myself. It's a
Oh, hey, oh, you got to give that Connecticut a try, man. That's
no
that's
no
a
no no.
sleeper.
I try all three.
Oh, okay.
I try all three, and the Connecticut is not even in the same running as the other two.
Okay.
Okay, for what you paying? For what you paying? Like, why would you pay the same amount for something that is much less of experience, right? And like even though the shade grown and Maduro, it's like different spectrum. I don't know why they put it together as a legacy. Okay, so the shade grown is a your best bet. Maduro is not bad, but I don't think I think for the same price range, I don't see why. Like okay, out of the three, I'll only pick the shade grown. How about that?
So yeah, you like the shade grown out of the three. That's
Hmm.
your If you had to buy one of those three, that's the one you're going to buy.
Right. I mean, the thing is that like when you say buy all three, if you never tried them, you should,
Yes, you should.
right? But if you try them, you pick the one that you like the most. Can you buy all three? Yes, you can. But like I much prefer to like once I know what I like, what I don't like, I just avoid the one that doesn't give me 100%. Right? If I only like it 70%, why spend the same money to like something 70% versus 100%? Right? You got that many cigar in the industry to select from. You can always select your 100%. Why choose a 70% or 60%? You know. So out of the three, shade grown by far is the best. Just like Just Bob said. The other two depends on the person. All right, depends on the person. Because you might like Maduro better. You might like Connecticut better. But for me, I tried all three. Shade grown was my number one choice out of the three. Even though I am normally a Maduro person nowadays. But shade grown has much more flavor to me. To me. Okay. So, it's up to you. If you never tried it, I would say get all three. Right? Get all three. Well, you say got a box of all three legacy. Well, I don't know why you buy all three of a box each without trying it.
Oh, wow. That's a big jump there.
So I would say just like for me, I would choose just a shade grown. However, here's the thing, right? For the same price range, there are so many other choices. My number one choice wouldn't be Perdomo.
Well,
Right?
well, look at I Perdomo. Perdomo is a very reputable brand, though.
Sure, and I agree with that. It's very reputable. They are one of those heritage, has been there for a
They've
long
got
time
some good
brand.
they've got some good tobacco coming out of where Nicaragua, right?
Um,
I think they're out of
yes, it,
Nicaragua,
it is
Perdomo.
Nicaraguan. The shade grown at least is from Nicaraguan. So yeah,
Okay, I mean, hats off to Nick because when he he had the foresight to think about when developing his growth in his company, his brand, that he decided that, hey, you know what, gotta do this vertically because trying to go out and source other tobaccos, that may get difficult. But if you can do your own thing, you have a little bit more control of what you're doing and you have a little bit more testing of what you can grow and see what works and what doesn't grow well or that kind of stuff. So I've got to admire his business aspect of that.
but like that doesn't explain like why I wouldn't choose that as okay. Just simply this, all right, Val. When's the last time you bought a box of Perdomo?
I've never bought a box of Perdomos.
Why not?
I think because I s- I I got locked into in the very beginning stages of my journey. I got locked into that champagne.
Sure.
Okay, and I never went outside of that champagne. Initially, I never went outside of that champagne.
Okay.
Okay, and then all of a sudden, as I was smoking with other people in the shadows, they were telling me, because your progression, their journey is, you don't want to scare the person off by trying to hit them with something that's too bold, too strong, um, because if you do that, they may never go back to it again. So I never, I never went where try a Connecticut once or twice, and then maybe go try a Habano once or twice, and maybe go try a Maduro once, and then go back to the Connecticut. Man, I was locked into Connecticut because I was told The normal progression is you start with Connecticut's, and after you get done smoking the Connecticut's, then you're ready to go to the next ladder ring. Where now I would say, if you're starting out, yeah, try a Connecticut, but don't be afraid or don't hesitate to try the other ones too.
Right,
Because
but even though that, why have you not buy a box of Potomos?
I don't know. I have no good answer for it. I don't know why I haven't. I think because when I'm smoking cigars and I have a cigar that grabs me, then I try to focus on getting that one cigar in a
Okay.
box form.
Oh, how about this? When's the last time you buy a 5 pack of Potomo?
The last time I bought a 5 pack of Perdomos, uh, had to be in 21, maybe October of
Why not
21.
recently?
Yeah, because I got it in the one of those fresh packs.
Sure, but why not recently? If they are a good heritage cigar, why not recently?
Yeah, I think because they're so readily available, I am not worried about not able to get them.
So, my point of view is not it's not that they're a bad cigar. It's that for the same price range, there's so many other choices that were slightly better or preferenced. So we tend to lean towards that and only buy it when we feel like to smoke that cigar, which is very rare. Which is very rare. All right. So it's not that it's a bad cigar. It's just that there are so many other cigars that are just like, for example, you like this cigar, it's 70 point to you. But if in front of you there's 100 point, why wouldn't you smoke the 100 point cigar? You know, $15 range cigars, there are so many of them. So many.
Mhm.
And they're competing. Being someone that has been there for like, years, right? 30, 40 years, 30 years, I think. It's there are so many competitions at that with that price range. So this is why like I don't usually choose that. Not because they're bad cigars. A lot of people prefer them. I just feel like there's some other better ones. Like immediately, if you ask me like, "Hey Tony, I got $15. What am I gonna do?" I would probably choose a Fonseca MX because it's flavorful, right? So it's like what rolls off your brain, and Perdomo usually doesn't. It's not in that space. But if I see it and like my friends are smoking them, would I pick what I want to smoke it? Yeah, I know exactly which one to pick. Do I have it in my humidor? I should. I should. Okay, let me open one up to see if I have it. Do I have a Potomo? Not in here. A Potomo in here? Not in here. Not in here. I should have it. Oh, I do. See? And this one is a 20th anniversary. I
Okay.
do have it. I just rarely go smoke it. I rarely touch it because I don't think about it. I don't think about it. Right? So it has to do with that. Now, your next question is: so you have a favorite Alseng cigar? No, I have not smoked Alseng cigars. I've never smoked a Perdomo cigar. Well, I don't know what to tell you. You kind of
Yeah.
skipped that heritage line.
And here's the other thing that I find not only with Perdomo, with some other brands out there, when you go to the humidor, you'll see so many offerings of that brand. You know, they've got like 7 or 8 different of their lines up there. And you feel overwhelmed by how many you see. Well, which one do I pick? There's so many to get from. Whereas if you go to like, let's say, let me mention another brand. Let's say Camacho. Camacho might, in this cigar lounge, they may only carry 4 Camachos.
Okay.
But when I go to Perdomo, they got like 7 or 8 different types of Perdomos to pick from. Oh man, there's so many to choose from.
Right, but I
Sometimes when
don't.
you have so too many, it's too many to pick from.
I don't think that was ever a problem. Like that's like saying
No,
that me going to Davidoff and there's like a whole range of Davidoff. I have a problem choosing one Davidoff.
I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, there's so many Davidoffs. So which one do you pick? I don't know, man. I go
If
to
you
the one
smoked
that I
them
hear
before,
about
it
the
wouldn't be a
most, or the ones
problem.
that I smoked before and I know that I like it. So that's what I'm going for.
Like if I
I'm gonna.
walk into Davidoff and I don't know what to choose and I have to buy something, I go right over to get a layout.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to something. I'm going to a late hour, or I'm gonna go. I like the Yamasa. A lot of people don't like it, but I like it.
Yamasa's pretty good.
So I'm going late hour is gonna be my first choice. My second choice is gonna be the Yamata. After that, I don't know.
I like the Nicaraguan. It's pretty good,
Okay.
right? So it has to do with whether or not you tried a few, right? If you never tried a few, then yeah, you have trouble choosing which one do I start. That's a big problem, right? Like when you go to a brand, you don't want to start with their least best cigar, like worst cigar. You don't want to go to the let's try one and then go, hey, here's Davidoff. The first cigar I gotta choose is Winston Churchill.
Yes.
You know, that will be the problem.
Well, it's here's the problem with that is if you don't know, all you know is Davidoff is there, and Davidoff got good cigars, so any one of these is going to be good. So you know what?
What? No, every
Yeah,
cigar brand has a bad cigar.
you know what? No, no, no. Let's not say that. They're not bad. They're just
Every
not.
cigar brand has a cigar that you won't like. How
Yeah,
about
not
that?
not not as preferential.
Every cigar brand has a cigar that you might not like. The opposite spectrum of your favorite. So,
Yeah.
but going back to Tiberius, you kind of skip the heritage line. It's hard to go back now. If you go straight to boutique and high end, it's hard to go back and smoke like an Ashton right now.
No, 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 no. You go back. You gotta go back. You gotta go back.
You
You
are
gotta.
okay. You can go bad, but the problem is that you're gonna be more disappointed than not because a lot of those cigars were meant for beginners.
True.
You see what I'm saying? It's like you started your like let's say you are a food critic. You started your journey with like Michelin star restaurant, 1, 2, 3 stars, and like the top tier, you know, food. And then all of a sudden says, hey, you gotta start eating McDonald's. You gotta start to eat those like fast food frozen briskets after you have tried Val's brisket in his challenges. You think that they're not gonna be more disappointed than that? It's very hard to go back,
Yes. Yeah, it is hard. It is hard to go back.
right? If you go back that way, you're
But
trying to say, hey, these are beginner cigar. I wonder how it is, and then you gotta taste it. Like there's not much taste to it, and that will be a problem. What happened to Rick? It's just black,
I'm here. I'm here. I have to fix that
he's
real
in the
quick.
shadows. He's in the shadows.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He got it. I'm in the shadows.
right? So a lot of people, if they start out with boutique brands and like high end brands and like limited edition stuff, you tell them to go backwards and start smoking Ashtons, like a very base level Oliva O's and G's, and smoking Rocky Patel 1990, 1980 something. You're gonna be disappointed, right? You started out smoking a a Placencia, and all of a sudden say, hey, now that you smoked like 20 years of Placencia, go back and smoke a Romeo y Julieta Reserva. You gotta be very disappointed. So, I have so many half boxes of cigars. There is so many variety. I'm always on the hunt for my next great cigar, and that's part of the hobby. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, and here's the thing about the cigar industry and the boutique. I think the boutique brands are are the guys that are pushing the envelope. Okay, they're pushing the edge. They're setting the new line,
Standard.
and they are really forcing the heritage brands. Number one, for whatever they have, they really gotta maintain that consistency. And number two is that I think that they have to try to strive to get something new if they want to stay relevant and not just be known as the heritage brand. But if you want to stay relevant with the new upcoming cigar enthusiast, smoker, they've got to do that. They've got to do that.
I disagree with part of that statement.
What? Be still my heart.
It's not that the heritage brand is not trying to push the envelope, but if you think about the amount of cigar the heritage brands had to make to distribute, they can risk to produce a product that they can keep supply of. Boutique brand you can't because you don't make that much to start with.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can constantly say, "Hey, I just found like a 6 to 10 bale of that tobacco. Let's make a limited edition for the year," and that will be fine. But if you are a heritage brand, you have something like Davidoff, all right, and you say, "I only gotta make 200 boxes of this cigar." That's like super rare. That's not what they want. They want to make cigar that can mass produce large amount of it, consistency. Anybody can do it. That's heritage brand, right? They focus on production, all right. And boutique, we don't have to make that much. So I'm gonna focusing on flavor, what I like, and gonna focus on something that only a small portion of people is gonna like. Because if you have a lot of people, like say, whenever you have a new cigar that came out with a hype, you end up with back order for a year, right? Like Pledge, that was gone for a year when it first came out, right? A lot of cigars were gone for a long time because they had this hype that was so high that everybody wanted it and they couldn't keep up production. But when you are like, Fuente, when you are like, Romeo, when you are like Rocky Patel, Davidoff, you make sure you produce enough. And that's your job, right? You produce enough. Because you have to distribute to everything plus outside the country.
True. And the European, Asian.
So they had to focus on, we don't want to do anything that we can't keep making.
I think one of the eye-opening things that I ever saw was a part of an interview with Steve Saka from Dumbarton Title and Trust, where somebody asked him about, well, what are you working on new now? He says, well, what I'm working on right now will not be ready for about 5 years.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, 5 years? He says, yeah, you have to, there's more to it than just having the tobacco leaves. You have to think years down. You have to think years down the line. You have to think about the crop, the amount, how much are you going? How much is really going to be ready? Okay, and then you have to think about the processes in between, the fermentation and the aging and all this other stuff. He goes, yeah. So a lot of stuff that the brand owners, we as brand, not me, but you know, we as brand owners do is that we're not only thinking about what's coming out next year, but we're thinking about 5 years ahead. And what we have to think about is this tobacco going to be there? Sustainability, because if it's a hit, are we going to be able to carry it for the next 5 or 10 years? If not, then are we thinking limited release, special edition, right?
No, that's
So
if you think about
I
something
never
different.
thought of it that way.
That's if you think something. For example, okay, the reason why you had to prep so long For example, if I'm gonna release a cigar where the tobacco leaf is 2-year aged, that means I have to prep for the next year's 2-year aged. So I need to have 2 consecutive years of 2-year aged tobacco ready before I start making a long-lasting production. So my first batch will have to wait 2 years. My second batch had to wait 1 year. And the third batch don't have to wait because it's already been there, right? So you have to prepare that X amount of years to have enough tobacco for those. Now, if you're just making a new cigar and the tobacco is ready available this year, that you can do that. But most likely they're not gonna release it. They gotta let it age. They gotta let it sit, and you had to produce enough to let it sit. You had to have a place to put them. You let it, sit for a while, and that's why something like those heritage brands, they can't just stop their production and make something new. They can't. The production has a limitation. You're making 1 million cigars a year, that's a lot of cigar. Right? So
Yes. Especially when they only need to make one for me. I mean, what do they need the other 999,
right? So this is why Heritage Cigar doesn't look like they're making a lot of changes. It's because they can't just stop their production. They already have so many. In comparison, right? How many lines is in Rocky Patel versus how many lines in Casa Carrillo? How many lines in Romeo? How many lines in, like you say, Davidoff? Compared to other brands that hasn't been like, that has more room to say, hey, we gotta create this thing one time per year, X amount of cigars. We can do that, yeah, because you can stop your production and make something else. Like AJ have a lot of things to make. Not only their own stuff, other people's stuff too.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
You think they can just go, hey, let's stop, make something new, and release it? We have something new every year and crowd their already crowded SKUs. Like, you go into a place, right? You have a whole wall of AJ already. Where you got to put the next one? Another 3 sizes. All right, you get it this year, and next year, where you got to put the next 3 sizes of the next item? You have no space. So it's not like that. I don't think they are not innovative to make something new. I think that they just can't. They just can't. Like Michael Herclop. For a while, he's like, I'm not going to make anything new because you haven't even smoked all 13 of my cigar yet. I have so many cigars, you haven't smoked all of them. Why do you need something new? I can't even get people to smoke all 13 of them yet. Right? Did he make something new? Yeah, he kind of did. But he already have trouble to get you to test every single one of them. Why invest in a new one? So when you're something like those heritage brands, I have trouble making you smoke 5. Why do I need 50? That's the problem. So I think it's a different kind of burden. It's not that they don't want to. I don't even know why I'm defending them, but I feel that is a statement that I can't agree with. Is that the heritage brand doesn't want to make anything new, and then the innovative and the new cigar industry it really depends on the boutiques. That's not true because boutique really does have more room to do it. They're not. And in order to get something new, you literally had to discontinue one other. Like, just like Drew Estate. They got rid of half their catalog. Why?
They're not moving.
They're not moving. Not only that they're not moving, they're taking up space. In order to make something new, you need to get rid of something. So, if I got to keep making something new, I have to get rid of something. But when you get rid of something, you're throwing away 5, 6, 7, 8 years of effort. Right? To make the cigar, it took me 4 years to do that, and then another 4 years to keep the inventory to go. I'm gonna just toss that out. in order to make a cigar? I'm not even sure. But you don't make a cigar if you don't think it's gonna be. It's not gonna. It's. You don't make a cigar if you don't think it's gonna be a hit. You make a cigar, you release it because you think people will like it. Damn, Tony, you old? What do you mean? What do you mean, Martin? What do you mean?
Part of the title of the stream.
Yeah, what do you mean? I just throw my bags out. I'm just that old. That's it. So I hope that people understand that. I'm not in the place to defend anybody. I know what you're talking about. I'm just giving you crap.
See, I got your back, Martin.
Yeah, you don't. No, my bag is thrown. Like, anyway, like I said, I'm not in a place to defend that because in theory, ITS will consider it as a boutique cigar. But I think that the heritage brand deserves some respect to continue to produce cigars for the newcomers. Because can any of those brands can say, you know what, screw that. Let's not make any of the low mild cigars anymore. Let's just make flavorful, tough things. Let's just make crazy stuff. Just forget about that. Because like I can tell you, something like Fuente, they can make a pile of turd. You'll buy it. Well, not you'll buy it. People will buy it.
Yeah.
But Sensia, if they didn't change the logo, they can make anything and Val will buy it. But because they changed the logo, Val might not. Right?
Well, if they put it on a green band, they might get me back on that wagon.
It is a green band.
I just see what I mean. I rest my case.
Right? So you didn't rest your case. I literally said that you end up having to get it anyway.
Yeah, the accession was green. The other ones he's not gonna get. It's not green.
Well,
it has a Seahawk logo on it.
The Alma Forte Calero, he will get it too. It's still green. But yeah, that's the thing, right? That's the thing about cigars, that they know they can make whatever and it will sell. Drew Estate can make anything, it will sell. Right? Like Drew Estate can, like, I'm not saying they would. They can make a really boring cigar and call it Mama Scoochie. It's part of Papa Frida's line. You'll get it. I don't care what it's called. You'll get it.
I mean,
Rick will get it just for the name.
Maybe, but it's can't do a review on it. I was smoking some coochie. Look, what?
Pop that thing.
Earthy, juicy, a little bit of
Fishy. You know what I'm saying? They can make whatever, and you know you will try it. Right? They can make whatever, and you know you'll try it. And that's why they're not, because they are taking onto a bigger picture. Is that in order for this to fly, I had to continue to make cigars that most people will smoke. Not some people, but most people.
I mean, look at I forgot who did it. Room 101 with the Red Rocket.
Red Rocket.
Yeah, you know what Red Rocket means, right?
Yes.
So yeah, there's a cigar called a Red Rocket with the dog on a red rocket. But the meaning behind Red Rocket is supposed to be an urban dictionary variation of, a dog's.
Wait, Steve Saka came out with that? I mean, didn't Opus have one that's called that too?
Yeah, wasn't it Opus that had the
Opus
PJ?
had that. I don't know
Opus
Steve
PJ?
Saka had it, but I know Opus had it. Yeah, Opus did.
It was opus within the PJ.
I mean, what do you think rare pink means? You know, but they can come up with whatever. You'll get
Yeah, I can never could figure that out. Why would they name it that?
it because provocative.
Yeah, well, they could have called it something different. That ain't very provocative.
Uh,
Yeah,
let's be honest. A lot of time, yeah, a great idea came from a joke.
but it gets the
Yeah,
people going.
probably.
It gets the people going.
You know, a lot of time you'll make something out of a joke, and he would. Like egg roll was a joke,
Hey,
right?
speaking of egg roll, I mean right now,
That's a large egg roll,
yeah, it's the egg log.
right? So yeah, I think they both have a place. It's like going to eat a McDonald's has a place, right? Or eat a gourmet burger with like nice steak meats and something like that. They all have a place for our humor. But I think okay, is the cigar industry going down if there is no boutique? I guarantee it will stay. But will the cigar industry go down if there's no heritage? Probably.
Would if there was no heritage?
Think about that. If you exclude every single heritage brand off the market right now, the choice will be slim to none. Right? Just think about that. Val, how much impact would it be if I say tomorrow, starting tomorrow, there won't be any more AJ Fernandez on the market? None of AJ Fernandez cigar, none of it, none of any cigar they made in their factory. Zero.
That'd be a big impact for
Oh
sure.
yeah, it will be a huge impact. Right? Or if I say, despite that, starting tomorrow, there won't be any Oliva cigar or any Oliva tobacco.
And yeah, you're not got a lot.
Right? Starting tomorrow, General Cigar no longer make any cigars. You tell me that's not gonna knock down half of all cigars out there.
Guess I'll be having to give me some German engineered cigars then.
You know what I'm saying? It would kill the market if you take away the heritage. The heritage is like the staple. They don't have always something amazing, but they have something that you can smoke anytime. Now, Martin, if you don't know what rare pink means, we have a problem. Rick, go ahead, use your best impression to ask Martin the question. Why is he on what?
Why are you gay?
There we go.
You might have to DM him that.
What's so rare about it? I don't know. Why does
I mean, if you smell my cigars, I highly doubt your wife will be letting you near it. So if you smoke a cigar, there's a rare chance you
okay?
might get
This is
some pink.
this is going down the gutter. This is going down the gutter. You know, I don't know if we should be talking about it because that's gonna throw my viewers out.
All right.
But pinks are hard to find. You're only pink for so long. How about that? Does that explain to you, Martin, little kid?
When a mommy loves a daddy very much.
You want to keep it interesting, Martin? You know what will keep it interesting? Have everybody go ask their mom about it. Or no,
No,
have
let's
everybody
not
go
do
ask their
that.
dad about it. Have everybody go ask their dad about it while their mother's right next to them. That might get your dad a beating or two. Right? So, I appreciate both sides of the cigars. Even though I don't always buy heritage cigars, I will try them whenever something new is out. Like I just smoked a La Liette the other day. My father's.
Oh, oh, okay. The red one?
Yeah, interesting. Have you tried it, Rick?
I have not yet.
Um, somebody asked me the question. Like, they're like, it's a how is it compared to My Father Blue? I think it's better than Blue.
Really?
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Now
So
actually,
they did come out with something new. Ooh. Ow! Wow! Holy crap! This particular on the crown is so flaky. It's flaking everywhere. Like this ash is just pile of flakes.
oh, wow. Yeah.
It's everywhere. This on the crown Dominicano isn't that good of a cigar.
And now this is the new recipe, right?
I guess that is something new. I never tried it before. So, but yeah, it's flaking everywhere. I can't keep an ash. So so if you ask me what about the Tigret, Tigret, whatever.
Oh, tigre.
The
LTD.
the band's pretty cool, but the cigar is not there. It's not there. The good news is like I started to put out more reviews now. I'll kind of going back and then take some of my old videos out and then just put it together. So you'll start seeing them come out. That's a news, I guess. That's a news. Rick, what are you smoking today?
I have the egg roll,
Oh yeah, that's right, egg roll.
the punch egg roll. Yeah, I also I kind of miss doing reviews too. So
Yeah,
that's
I
probably
changed I
something.
changed my review style. I mean, not style. It's the same style, but the result. I no longer talk about the price,
Yeah,
and I just tell you whether or not to try it. That's pretty much it. I mean, that's really the I feel like that's somewhat important. I think the price is still important, but YouTube won't let me. So
yeah. I think like maybe like you could probably display it on screen where it's like you don't say it. You could just like at a random interval of the video, you could just put like a number.
now that they use AI to look at it, I don't want to give AI any ammo
Yeah.
to look at anything. So I can't. I can't. But we'll see. It's doable. One way or another. Keep trying. Okay, so based on my interpretation of what is being catch is that when you give a price, they feel like you're trying to promote a cigar. I think that's what it is.
It's like a form of marketing.
So, um, but that's the thing. Even if that price are easy to find out, and here's the thing: price are different from store to store. And so when I give you my interpretation of what I think is worth, um, well, not only the cigar makers don't like it. I can tell you that. I got a lecture about it
Mm.
a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
YouTube don't like it either. So I had to change it. I had to change it. I had to change it. But I continue to test words and stuff like that I can say. It's kind of weird, like you have words that you can't say. Basic information I still provide it. So, But can you not find that in Google? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, chances are, if you're looking at the video, there's a chance that you will be visiting locations in a way of finding that information out.
Yeah. That's doable, right? So since I already asked Val this question, Rick, what are the elements for you in order for you to judge a cigar is good?
Ooh, I guess for me, it's usually taste notes. So taste notes, construction, and I guess money wise, it being being like something in rotation a lot. Like if I like something, it has to be at a point where I like the typical notes of it, and it could just be okay. It won't like hurt my pockets every single time I want to buy like a box of it or a 5 pack or a single here and there. So those are like my three attributes that needs to be for my qualification of a great cigar. Just good pricing, great taste notes, and good construction.
Okay, so you will consider a cigar is great or good if it's got flavor notes, it smokes fine, but it only lasts about 15 minutes.
Okay, I see a flaw right there. Yeah, I mean, true. I guess for added context, the fourth layer will be coming in multiple different vitolas. Uh, Robusto, Toro, Corona, depending on what mood you're in. Has multiple vitolas, good price range, uh, taste notes that I prefer, and a good construction. I don't have to worry
Okay,
about
how about
buying the
this? How about
cigar.
this? One cigar, two sizes. One is 5 by 56. The
Okay.
other one is 6 by 50. Smoke time is roughly the same. Which one do you choose?
I'll go for the 50. I'm not a big fan of like 56. I mean, I'm smoking is basically a 56, I believe.
Overall, both of them are not too much a difference in terms of size.
Yeah.
So, do you smoke a Robusto Gordo or Toro Slim?
I go for a Toro Slim.
Toro Slim?
Yes.
Because of the size?
I for me because yeah, the size is number one, and then plus
Yeah.
I like the feel in the hand. I like the hold in
True.
the hand. Okay.
It's not as bulky and it's like it's easier to rust a cigar that's not too, the ring gauge is too big. Depending on what you use for an ashtray or stuff like that, sometimes
Both is
the
gonna last you
six,
about the same time.
yeah, but I feel like a 56 or getting close to that 60 ring gauge is a little bit too much of a ring gauge. 52 is like, I think it's like my ideal perfect range for a cigar.
So
52,
your top consideration is actually not the flavor that you produce, but the time that, but the size that you're smoking from.
in a sense, but if I find a good
Right? Because
cigar,
if you think about this, right? If you are smoking a 5 by 54 Gordo, essentially there's more tobacco in there,
Yes. Like
mhm,
the 54.
but it's shorter, so overall it burns. Uh, um,
Should burn a little quicker.
Burns a little
fast.
quicker but thicker, so it's actually burns slower.
Mm. Okay.
Right? Like a knob. That thing is huge. But it burns.
That's what she said.
What the hell?
Mm.
Right? So you would rather choose something that is shorter, not shorter, but thinner, and taking less per puff rather than taking more per puff at the same amount of time.
It's a give or take. If it tastes phenomenal,
Well,
I'll be
all
But
able
that's
right.
the
to
thing, you
give
Let's
don't know.
I
You
told
don't
her.
know.
let's forget about the flavors and the taste. Man, I want a cigar to look sexy in my hand. Okay. I want it to look good in my hand. I want it to be sexy looking. It may taste terrible, but man, it sure looks good in my hand, don't it, fellas? Telling you.
You think that a long, slim cigar looks sexier than a slightly shorter but bulkier cigar?
Yes. I think a Lancero looks much sexier than a Gordo.
How about this? You think Perdomo Champagne looks not sexy?
Yeah, that's a bulky cigar. Yeah, that does not look sexy.
Mhm.
But I'm pretty sure at one point when you smoke that Perdomo Champagne, it looks badass.
Well,
Well,
maybe. Well, yeah, maybe.
Mm.
right? Like a Perfecto, it's bulky in the middle.
In the middle, not where not where the cap is at.
Yeah, but you go through the cap very quickly.
Yeah, but yeah, I want like the purpose of a cigar is to enjoy your time, not to like unhinge my jaw to go take a
Okay.
draw.
How about a flying pig?
A flying pig, man. That's oh man. Mm, that is not a sexy looking cigar, but boy, it
No.
does taste good.
Mm-hmm.
So so which one is more important? How it looks on your hand or the flavor?
It depends on how many women are around me.
Not much.
Yeah, I'm not trying to have a
When
an
you're in
April
cigar
Fool's.
lounge, less than 20% is females. No problem.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be at a at an event full of like hot women and I'm smoking a April Fool's lunatic.
Well, April Fool is you gotta be a fool, right? You see what I'm saying? Like it's hard to judge a cigar, but like when you're choosing between two very similar stuff, what is the which one do you choose? It seems like you choose the one that looks easiest to smoke.
I don't know if it's easier to smoke, but it's just the handhold, how it
Yeah,
feels in the
yeah,
hand,
the handling. Yeah,
the
I agree with that.
handling, and then when you place it to take your puff, how does that, you know?
Like Tony, on a scale of 1 to 10, how close were you to wanting to ascend to the next realm when you had that April Fool's Year of the Dragon?
I was already dead.
Exactly.
Yeah, there is no coming back from that.
Yeah, that's a cigar where you need after smoking that cigar, you need a psychologist or a therapist. So it's like, but whenever you smoke a cigar that's like the ring gauge is 52 or below, it's easy to
It's not that
handle.
much different. Like I'm over here, two different gauges. It's not that much different, right? It's not that much different.
It's not a big difference, but I feel
When
I
you say
feel what
sexy or
Val
not, it's
feels.
not that much difference. Yeah, this is Robusto Gordo. This is a Toro. Not that much difference. It's not any more sexy one way or another.
I disagree.
I can respect that. That's fine.
It's it's like there's a way different feeling. You know, listen to the back in like 10, 15 years ago. What? Yeah, 15. Wow, I never. I feel old now. But like 15 years ago, it's the difference between using like an iPod Nano compared to like the iPhone. That the slim feel to the little Nano. It fits in your pocket. It's reliable. It can go anywhere with you. You can put it, in different pockets and different humid little travel packs. Whatever. It's easier to transport around. Something that's a little bit more bulky, like an iPad or stuff like that.
But
I
let's
could
say if
fit
you look
more.
at a flying pig, right?
I have nothing but cigars at the ring gauge 60. If I had something like this, it was hard for me. It would be hard. I could only bring fewer cigars because of the big ring gauge.
But we're
If I had
talking about
cigars that
putting
are
on your hands,
smaller,
right? But
yeah.
how is it having a flying pig on your hand versus a Toro that is halfway smoked? You got to talk about like in terms of the look, right? Once you smoke that cigar halfway through, it looks pretty much the same.
Yeah, like I said before, I'm willing to compromise if the flavor notes are there.
But that's the thing. When you go choose a cigar, you don't know.
Yeah,
So why wouldn't you choose the one that you know has more tobacco, so flavor notes probably better be more intense compared to a thinner one?
because I bought the Year of the Dragon double Corona.
Okay,
The Toro had more flavor than the double Corona, and the double Corona had more tobacco.
Double Corona has less tobacco. It's just longer, thinner.
But it was 6.5 by 50, and
Let's
then
feel
the
it.
Toro wasn't it a
Toro was like a was it like a 54 6 by 54 something like
I
that.
think 54,
One and
and
the other one is like is a Corona. It's a double Corona. I
I think that one was like what 6.5 or 7.5.
think it's 7 something.
I'm looking at it right now. Oh,
So the thicker gauge have more flavor.
it was a 7.5, 7.5 by 50.
Right. So that's different, right? You have a long, thin cigar versus a shorter, thicker cigar. But you say this
Oh, that was a
shorter.
6 by 56. The
Yeah, it's a Gordo. It's a big um, Toro, but yet you don't feel like less sexy holding it. And you choose that one because it has more flavor, right?
mm-hmm.
So essentially, both of you guys choose the thinner Toro, but you won't choose the longer, the thicker Robusto. But yet you're saying the thicker one has more flavor. So now you're going back different now because before you say because the look and the handling will be your choice. Now you're saying whichever one has more flavor, which is the thicker one.
And you do hear that a lot when you hear about some cigars. Well, did you smoke? Yeah, I smoked the Toro. Oh man, but the Robusto was so much better. But I just prefer the Toro size,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I just, yeah, that's me.
It's a preference. Just to me, I'm completely
Okay, let's do the
solid at
opposite
that
then.
state.
Let's do the opposite then. A choice between a 6 by 56 Toro and a which is a Grand Toro actually, Grand Toro,
Mhm.
and a choice between of a 7.5 by 50.
I'm gonna go with the 50.
7.5 by 50.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 7.5 by 50 because I just prefer that gauge over the 56. And perhaps because there's more tobacco in that 56, it's probably, I'm guessing, has more notes in it, more flavor, but I am just locked into that gauge size. And again, that's the good thing about the cigars, where I may be locked into that gauge size, but I would not be opposed to try it. Okay. And if I try it, I really got to like it enough to want to get more of that bigger gauge. Otherwise, I'm going to go back to what I know, to what I'm used to, what I'm comfortable with. I'm going to go back to that 50, 52 tops. My preferential ring gauges are the 50 to 52. Although I do smoke 54s. Rarely do I smoke 60s.
6x60 is a niche.
Mm-hmm.
Fabian says, I had a new Davidoff Dominicano Puro in all three sizes, and the one for me is a short Robusto, has the most flavor. I actually prefer the Corona Longa. That's why I ended up buying a box of that. It feels more like the right amount of time to smoke, the right amount of flavor for me. Yeah, but then
okay, saying that, then you're looking at time, right? Is that what you're selecting? You're selecting your cigars based on time?
no, because the ones I give you guys, I told you that two sizes, but one of but
Almost
they're,
the
they're
same,
about the
almost
same
the same
size,
amount of time.
same time,
Okay.
right? So it's not time, but it has to do with the flavor and time. Now, if this cigar particularly give me like a very linear flavor, I don't want a lot of time in it,
Okay.
right? And if
Yeah.
this cigar has a lot of transition, I want a lot of time in it, right? Now, for me, the Davidoff Puro, number one, that thing hates moisture. That thing gets wet really easily,
Yep.
right? So it will be something that I don't want to smoke for too long, because as you smoke, the steam and stuff build up, it gets wet. So I get a small one where I can just quickly go through it and be satisfied. But there are some cigars where like they're so big and they burn through really quickly. For that one, that burns quite slow. This particular Puro burns very slow. Took a while to smoke them. But in my opinion, like the Davidoff one, uh, 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 the Perfecto was my least favorite for sure. Nothing against Davidoff. Thank you for sending me the Perfecto, but the Perfecto was my least favorite. Which is great that they sent me that, because that way I don't have to buy it. But smoking the Perfecto allows me to figure out which size I like the best, because a Perfecto go through a variation of sizes as you smoke them. So you can look at like which point of that cigar you like the most. If you like the most when it's halfway through, when it's the fattest, then you like bigger gauge. If you like it when it's the first half or the last third, then you like a smaller gauge, right? And the thing about Perfecto is that that one is so inconsistent that I actually don't like the Perfecto. So everybody has a preference. I know there's no right answer or wrong answer really for that particular question. It's just that everybody selects cigar differently. And I gotta be honest with you. If the cigar size look menacing, I just don't choose that size. Right? If the name was like Hellburn, if you name a cigar Hellburn, okay, and it's made by like 601 or Espinosa, I'm gonna choose the smallest size I can find. thinness, right? But if you have like a Connecticut says white bunny, I'm okay with medium size and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't think I'll buy like a Churchill of like, I don't know, Black Death cigar.
Right? You wouldn't want like the name first tells you how menacing this thing is gonna be, and then you gotta kind of choose from there. I mean, for me, I can't if I don't know the flavor, I have to go by the name, right? And then
Yeah.
you go, and then once you tried it, you know. I guess in theory, right? If the cigar has multiple sizes, like Corona all the way to Gran Toro, then of course you should choose a Robusto. The medium point makes let you decide you want more or less. But if you only have Robusto or Toro, I gauge by the name. If the name sounds scary, I go with the Robusto. If the name sounds like nothing, like Emerald, okay, Toro is fine. Right? There's a huge difference between Emerald and the Hulk.
Mm.
Both gotta be green, but I'm not choosing a large size of a Hulk. I think that's where I'm going. By the name, by looking at it, try to guess what it is. Now, obviously, if it's the same cigar, okay, and it's obviously the different blend, then that's when you gotta go, okay, right? Because there are some same cigar with a different blend. Some like okay, because of Robusto, we gotta use more oily Nicaraguan. I still put Nicaraguan as the tobacco. But I'm gonna put a more oily Nicaraguan in the smaller cigar, and the larger one I can put a less oily or less pungent Nicaraguan, right? They tweak it a little bit, but you take out two cigars and one is like this giant, well not giant. That's a 6x54. Slightly fatter than usual Toro. But you can tell that it's a little bit lighter, a little bit not as oily. And then you look at the Corona, that thing is like toothy and leaking oil and stuff like that. Then the small one might not be good for you if you're not really into a lot of nicotine. Ultimately, to choose a cigar, you literally just had to smoke all of them,
True.
right? Or you just bring a friend. Hey, this cigar looks very menacing. I'm gonna smoke a smaller size. Why don't you try that 9x90 and let me know how it feels?
Super late. What's going on, everybody?
What's going on, Martin?
So Martin,
What I missed?
I'm
Tough
surprised
for me.
Martin doesn't throw his back out when he goes to lifting.
I got a strong back, man.
bet you was
Well,
very
when
wet.
you guys never seen him lifting. I saw some videos. Some of the time, he's like earthquaking. His whole body shivers before he lets go.
It's called
What are you
dedication.
talking about? That's insane.
Hmm? We're talking about?
I said that's insane.
What's insane?
Like quivering, like basically complete failure to where you can't even go to the next set.
It's called using your strength, so your body. You're
No, because he
fighting.
does deadlifting. He does deadlifting. You see it.
Yeah.
He's like, 1, 2,
Yeah.
huh! And then go.
He's trying
Oh,
he's
you're
trying-
talking about me?
and he's holding it in place.
Yeah, and
That's
he's only
strength.
halfway up. He's only halfway up. Right?
That's,
Yeah.
And
that's
he doesn't
strength.
throw his back out.
Because I get stuck.
He doesn't throw his back out. But yeah, I go over there, lift up like a 20 pack of water. Here, my back is thrown.
Oh boy.
That's a good question. Val, do you drink spring water at home? Bottled water at home?
Yeah, once in a while.
Once in a while. What kind of water do you usually drink? Tap?
I drink my filtered water from my refrigerator. I'm not gonna go out and buy me some bottled waters.
Well, I don't want to drink chlorine, so
Yeah.
Hey man,
Well,
chlorine's good for you. It cleans you out.
Yep. I drank enough from a pool to know that it's good for your immune system.
all right. Rick's wife. If you ever seen this video, Rick likes chlorine. I do know that some people did feed their husband bleach and turn out
Yeah.
with a lot of money. It might be a good chance for
really
you to
fucking
try some
shiny
chlorine
today.
water.
If my wife tried to kill me, she didn't get debt instead of money.
She's gotta get less debt. She's gotta deal with it.
She would gain debt.
Yeah, I don't want to drink chlorine water.
What the hell is this?
So
Right,
Val don't have
so
that problem.
put
So
yours
because
up.
like I always had to go out and buy water, and I have to,
Same.
you know, obviously 25 pack, 40 pack of water and just lift it in. And I had to do it like 6 times, you know, back and forth. Move
Yeah,
it from
but
my
are
car
you
to the
buying?
house.
Are you buying the 6-ounce bottles, the 8-ounce bottles, the 12-ounce, or the 16 ounces?
Good question. 16.9 floor ounce.
Yeah.
I'm about the same thing.
Now I have water delivery at home, and I will also buy water. So
Do you have that giant 5-gallon thing,
I do.
and you still buy bottled water?
I have to. So we have different people in the house that taste different things. Okay. So that 5-gallon thing, my dog drinks it.
It's a good dog.
The dog drinks the 5-gallon Poland Spring.
Okay.
My wife drinks the 16.9 floor ounce bottled Poland Spring or electrolyte water. And me, I drink Acapana.
Well, cheers to your wife.
So I have to go to different places to buy different water.
I don't get it.
Voss,
And I just got to grab a different cup, different glass.
Yep. Sounds like something I would do.
all right. Me being Asian, I can tell you that it's part of the culture that we don't drink tap water because in Asia you can't drink the tap water, so you learn not to drink tap water.
Yeah, the same thing with the Caribbeans as well.
Especially in Mexico. Don't drink
Yeah.
the tap
Yes.
water.
Yep.
I learned that in Dominican. You can't
Yeah.
even brush your teeth with tap water. I don't even know what the tap water is for anyway.
Yeah.
Got sick from showering. That's how bad it is. So
That's true.
I had to make sure the water is right. And the water makes a huge difference when you're brewing tea.
True.
Yeah. When you have water with bleach in it, the tea tastes bitter. So I gotta make sure I have good water.
Mm-hmm. It's like whenever I make cold brew, I will use bottled water. I'll put it in a little jug, put like 3 bottles of water in it, and then I'll throw my little baggie in there, the cold brew. I wouldn't use tap water.
Yeah. I mean, I know U.S. tap water is perfectly drinkable, but when you filter it, you kind of
Unless you're in Flint, Michigan.
what'd you say?
Unless you're in Flint, Michigan.
Or New York.
Well, there's some hot water here and there, so
If you're in New York, technically speaking, the water has seafood in it.
I had to say I love to shower under hot water. Hard water makes you silky smooth and dries out faster. I don't know why. Like when I go to Texas, I went to the shower and come out. It's like I feel I dry out a lot faster and I silky smooth. Feel like rare pink all over again.
We talking about that still?
No, I bring it back a little bit since you jump on. No, just in case. Just in case. So yeah, the in terms of water, I think that does make a difference. And then my wife also drinks like sparkling water to mix with her drinks and stuff like that. I just buy so many different drinks in the house. Val is very I don't want to say naive.
Hey, look at
Val,
no, hey, look at me. I drink water out of the water hose. When I was a kid, they opened up the fire hydrant. I drink that water too.
okay, Val, let me ask you this question, right?
True.
You drink the water out of the fridge's water dispenser, right? Correct?
Yeah. Yes.
When's the last time you cleaned the tube?
Um. Yeah. You know what? I don't know. I don't know. I've never cleaned it. My wife usually takes care of that.
Well, the tube is hidden behind the fridge.
Yeah. You're talking about that long. Yeah. No.
Went from your
They
tap
get
to your
moldy.
fridge.
No. Haven't. No.
No, they get moldy.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe you. I'm
So
still here.
Mm,
what doesn't
Hey,
kill
look
you makes
out.
you stronger.
You know what else
I've
gets
never,
moldy?
you know what? I've never even thought about that, Tony. Now that you mention it, now that's gonna bother me.
But,
But Val,
see,
you know what else
the
gets
reason
moldy?
why I don't use my fridge's ice maker or the water is because I can literally see that pipe or that tube in my basement, and that tube is green.
But Val, you know what else is moldy?
Tell me.
Cigars.
And there's a difference between moldy and fermenting.
Oh, okay.
You will eat a fermented cheese, but you will not eat a moldy cheese. Right? Would you will eat a fermented milk, but you will not eat a molded milk.
I don't drink milk, so
Two different things.
either one is horrible.
Installing an osmosis came in the clutch, but then it filters up everything. There's nothing left in the water. Like you're not even drinking water. You're pure H2O. You need the electrolyte. You need the minerals. I don't know. Not a big deal. Everybody can drink whatever you want. Just don't take that as a guideline of what you should drink. You know, in many states, I'm not talking about like Texas and whatever, but in many states, you can actually drink from the tap and no issues. Many states.
Yeah,
But
like Massachusetts, you can drink out of that water.
I wouldn't. Have you seen people dig up their underground pipe doing the pipe work? That pipe, when you take it out and you look at the inside, you're like, I never drink anything from the tap anymore. I have to even think about it twice if I gotta use that water to wash my ass.
Wash your ass.
Hey Jesse. Hey Kat.
What's
All
going
right,
on, guys?
Martin, since they're on right now,
Yep.
here's a question: what elements do you consider for a cigar to be a good cigar?
So I was kind of listening in something about you don't know if it's a good cigar without smoking it. Was what Rick was saying. Is that kind of what we're talking about, or is it how do
No.
you
For you to
know a cigar? is good?
determine a cigar is great. All right, this cigar is great.
Okay.
What element must it hit?
What
So
attributes?
it's got to smoke right. It's got to smoke right, like
Okay, construction.
fucked up burn. Yeah, construction. It's got to. It's got to not have any bitter notes. I mean, I'm not a fan of bitter notes.
Okay, the flavor must be good and not have any bitter notes. Okay.
And then, I mean, I agree with the size. Like, I don't like anything larger than a 56, 58 maybe.
So you would discredit a cigar to be great, even if it tastes great, smokes great, but it's too big.
I mean, it could be a good cigar, but a great cigar would be something smaller than like a 58.
All right, for 58 is a huge range. So that yeah, 58 no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so size, flavor, construction.
Mm-hmm.
I guess nobody considered the smoke time. It's just the size.
I mean, smoke time, I don't think it's a big deal because if it's a great cigar, it doesn't matter how long it lasts. It's just gotta
But
be a
that's the
great
thing.
cigar.
It can the smoke time can turn a great cigar to a horrible cigar.
You talking about like a Churchill or what?
Oh, for example, Martin, think of a good cigar. What would be a good cigar?
I mean, nubs are smaller and they're
No,
usually
no.
about
Give me a name of a great cigar that you consider that's worth every penny, regardless of the price.
regardless of price. I think the Opus X Purple Rain.
All right, Opus X Purple Rain. Opus X Purple Rain takes about hour 45 to smoke for me. All right.
Yeah.
Imagine now that cigar takes 4 hours to smoke.
Oh goddamn!
Oh, and all of a sudden it's bad.
It would be less enjoyable.
See?
Yeah, I can see the point. Or it could be like a phenomenal cigar that's, you're right, Vitola. One puff is already 1/3 of the cigar.
Right? There are cigars where it's really good, but inside it's so loosely packed, it's box pressed. It's only 30 minutes. Now that great cigar leaves something to desire. But the same cigar, if I say, oh, that takes 6 hours to smoke, now all of a sudden the great cigar become a really torturous cigar.
I mean, what do you call it? The woody could be a good cigar. It's just extremely large.
Right. So for me, the smoke time matters. Like I don't want to smoke any cigar that takes more than an hour 45 for me to smoke. Cause I got bored after that. I got bored. Can't wait to finish.
What's that one LFD cigar? The Digger? No, not the Digger. Is it the Digger?
Might be.
I
It is a
think
big
it
cigar.
is.
I think it is.
I mean, that's
Like-
a good cigar. It's just too fucking long.
Right. I think everybody can name at least one cigar where they wish it was smaller. It'll be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what you're really looking for is not smaller. What you're really looking for is smoke time. You wish the smoke time was less. So in order to make the smoke time less, it's not always reducing the size.
But then you run into that problem where you get that right size with the good smoke time. Then you say, "Damn, I wish this was smoke a little bit longer."
Well, yeah.
You
But that's the
know?
thing, right? Like, how long? How long is perfect?
Maybe another 20 minutes.
Right? An hour 20, hour 40, that's a long time.
All right. So it's like when you're with your woman and you're like, damn, wish that would have lasted a little longer.
I don't. Like,
Just
wins over.
5 more minutes, man. That would have been perfect.
Right? So I the size don't mean okay. This cigar could be a 9x90. If he burns through in an hour, I'm okay. If he smoke through in an hour, it's not that big. But this cigar could be like a nub, and it burns you through like 3 hours. Now that's torturous.
Listen, Tony, it's not about the size of the cigar.
It's the time.
Here we go. Here we
It's about the smoke in the ocean, okay?
go.
Get out of here.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Like you guys are all talking about the right size, the gauge, the thing, but I actually consider the amount of time. If you burn through fast, it doesn't matter, right? You can have a Toro that burns through 45 minutes. if you wanted to.
That was a big ass spider web right here.
And before anybody complain about like Tony, there is no Toro that will burn through in 45 minutes. Yes, you can.
Oh yeah, well Tony can.
I've
Mhm.
smoked Toro in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
Toro
to.
can burn through in 45 minutes. It depends on the how oily the leaf is in there. Is it all full leaf or is it
Loosely
mixed?
packed.
Yeah,
Mhm.
loosely packed or not. There is way to make it less time or burn faster.
Yeah.
Okay, so that the smoke time is what matters to me. Anything more than 1 hour 45, I got bored. I need to stop. But does that mean that okay, Tony, you only smoke for 1 hour 45? No, 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 no. I can smoke for 6 hours if I wanted to. It's like smoke 8 hours I wanted to, but I don't want to smoke the same cigar over.
Yeah, it's got to be a different cigar.
Yeah,
I just spit.
we can be smoking
Mm.
all day. You don't believe it? Come to one of our events. We can smoke all
Oh,
day,
yeah. That is true.
Yeah.
right? We can smoke 13 hours a day, no issues, if not longer,
True.
True that.
right? So it's not that. It's like telling you to eat a bowl of rice and never stop. But if I give you a bowl of rice and I say, hey, just eat this for 15 minutes, and the next bowl is a cereal, you'll be okay with that. And the next bowl is like, I don't know, chocolate milk. You'll be okay with that. Right? Just how long it takes. I don't like it too long. And that's what she said.
That's what she
Mhm.
said.
So yeah, I mean, I think we should definitely in the future talk about how to select the perfect cigar for you. What are the elements that you need to consider to choose your perfect cigar? Don't just go with the name, the reviews, the what you hear and stuff like that. Go with what you experience and what is the key to determine what is right for you. Just liking it is not enough, because there's a lot of cigar we like, but you automatically choose against it because you did not like that specific version of that cigar. Right? There are times where like I love the Robusto, but I absolutely hated the Toro.
I've had that happen before too.
Mhm.
But here's a chances that you only try the Toro, so you automatically hate it. That's it. The end. I'll never smoke that cigar again.
True.
But if you have a way to gauge that, say, hey, there is a Robusto, there's a Toro. I tried the Toro, I didn't like it, but what element is in there that I can more or less? Then you can choose, okay, Robusto might be the right one for me. I'm gonna try the Robusto. And then that might bring you like the next best cigar. I mean, there are people that used to hate a cigar and try another cigar and just happen to try a different size. All of a sudden, that becomes their favorite cigar.
Yeah, what's the fucking Murcielago was like that for me.
I know what Murcielago. What is you guys' favorite Vitola? Like, did you guys like the box price or the non-box price?
Non-box press Robusto.
I usually went for the box press.
I like the box press. You see, there's a difference. Yeah, the box press is not as spicy. Love the box press. So there's a difference in the size. Choose one one size different. You might hate the cigar. Right? You give the wrong size Murcielago to Martin, he pukes. So yeah. Did we choose what's the next month?
No, we did not. No, we did not.
Are you gonna pick Murcielago?
All right, next month.
Next month, smoke together.
Yeah. Next month smoke together. I think we'll have to do on mid month. So I had to do on the 14th. because I'm not here the first week. And so we do on the 14th. What cigar?
Murcielago.
So Espinosa.
I mean, Espinosa's a good try. I was thinking maybe uh Crowned Heads or Foundation or what else was there? Crowned Heads, Foundation.
Dom
But
Peppins.
Espinosa has a very big range, a good range of cigars to choose from too, though.
Right. Espinosa will be an easier one.
That would be the easier one, Espinosa.
And the crema, you have. Yeah, there's a lot of options.
Yeah, you got the Laranja. Laranja's good.
I smoked one of those recently,
Mm-hmm.
Zesty.
and it didn't hit the spot.
Just your taste bud changed. You smoke so much ITS, a lot of cigar wouldn't hit the spot
I
anymore.
know. That's probably the problem.
That would be the problem. A lot of people
Yeah,
smoke
I
a
did
lot of heavy
smoke
cigar, and
one.
then all of a sudden, a lot of lighter cigar don't even stay on the thing anymore.
2 Fridays ago, I smoked it. Now that I remember, I did get some different note on it.
Is it
It wasn't
zesty?
orange. It wasn't orange or zesty. It was something completely different. But I don't remember what it was because I was hanging out with friends. I was like, "Oh, that's different."
Is it fruit?
It was like a fruit or something.
Tangerine?
Yeah. No, I don't think it
Tangerine is
was
still
tangerine.
a citrus.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know. I don't remember what it was.
Time to revisit.
I mean, I smoked it again. I mean, I already smoked it, so. But it was towards the end.
Did we already did Don Barton?
I think we did.
I
remember
think we
hearing
did.
So
think that was, like,
Espinosa
one of
it
the
is.
first
I don't
ones.
remember we did Espinosa so far.
I don't think we did Espinosa.
I know one brand you ain't never done yet. Oliva.
I got plenty of Oliva. Didn't we do
Or-
Oliva?
or
We did do
Domo.
Oliva. We did do Oliva because I was smoking Oliva. Oh, I think
Oh, okay.
Espinosa. Anyone against Espinosa?
Going once, going twice.
So let me set this up. It's gotta be June 14th, Sunday. And it's gotta be Espinosa,
Let me see what day that is.
Sunday.
Well, I know that, but
It's the 14th.
June. Well, I'll have my kids that weekend.
Three p.m. So
It's Eastern Standard Time.
yes, it is.
No. So 2 p.m.
2
There we
p.m.
go.
Central.
Yes.
Done. All right. That's set. Public chat room, 3 p.m., June 14th, Sunday. Espinosa. Join us. It's really quick. It's right before dinner. Have your smoke, then have your dinner. Join us. You don't have to stay all the way, you know. So join us. Talk about it. It's pretty good. Go exercise if you haven't smoked a lot of those either. Because a lot of us has smoked a lot of those. Exchange your knowledge. Try a different Vitola that you usually don't. It's a good try. Right? Good event. For those people who have not tried it, I highly encourage you to try it. For those people who have not joined our public Discord, the link's on the top.
Yeah, the Murcielago, knuckle sandwiches. There's quite a bit
There's quite a
to,
bit.
to
It's just,
Espinosa.
yeah.
The alpha dog that nobody likes.
And how about this? How about this? Internal
601.
Espinosa. What's your favorite cigar out of Espinosa? Favorite.
I tend to gravitate towards Murcielago, the Toro box press.
Yeah, yeah, Murcielago's a good. That's got to be up there. Murcielago.
Murcielago?
I do like the crema too.
Let's see which variation. I think it's the Habano
It,
Good
knuckle
too.
sandwich.
Oh, oh,
it's funny that this panel, even though Lambamba was such a popular thing, none of us like Lambamba.
fuck the La Bamba.
Mm.
Fuck that cigar.
I don't think I actually had that one yet.
Peppery.
don't say that.
You know, Rick, you can go try one. You can grab one.
And the one a place that's close to me has it. So,
So long as Rick decides to show up on a Sunday.
well, that 14th I will be in Aruba.
So you should be able to join.
True, I could probably be in on my little deck. If
Yeah.
I think I might have a little deck in my my hotel stay. Probably be
Yeah.
by the beach.
Yeah. Smoke by the beach and nobody's gonna complain. For me, I love the Espinosa Murcielago Oro.
I was thinking that too, but that's really fucking spicy.
So spicy, Martin puked.
No, just super spicy.
I don't know. I like that one. It's not that spicy for me.
I'm looking through all the cigars now that Espinosa has.
Knuckle
Nothing
sandwich
really
are not
jumps
bad.
out.
Knuckle sandwich are not bad.
Nothing really jumps out.
So there's quite a bit. There is quite a bit.
Other than Murcielago. Oh, okay. I was trying to think. Box press Espinosa Murcielago. I've had that one too.
Yeah, box press. Remember when we went to Espinosa factory, everybody got some?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
I
a
think
while
I
back,
think
a
I
long,
did
long
like that one better.
and long time ago, a long time ago, they were selling a 10-pack of box pressed Murcielago, box pressed, like in a foam case, and a lot of us got it. I don't know if you can remember that, Martin.
Say that again.
A long time ago, we all bought 10-pack of box pressed Murcielago
Oh,
in
yeah.
a foam carrying case.
That gray case.
Yes. I remember that. That was a really good price. I got one of those. It was really good. It came with a cutter too. Try to see if I have that case
think-
somewhere here.
I think the Laranja Azulejo was good too.
Azulejo, yes. I totally forgot about that cigar.
Yeah, that was a good cigar.
Yeah, it's a lot of choices.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, with that being said, I will see you guys that day. Make sure to mark your calendar for that. All right.
June 14th.
This weekend,
3
yeah, we have a
p.m.
Saturday show.
EST.
I probably I have two cigars right next to my table. If I do review on one of them, I'll smoke the other one on Saturday. So that should be it for today. If anybody still have a cigar to smoke, go to the Discord. Like I say, if you gotta go to the public Discord, just jump in public Discord. If we see, if Val or whatever sees that you guys are in public, we'll all move to the public. Okay, and if not, that is it for tonight. I will see you guys on Saturday. Have a good night, everybody. Good chat. I'll see you guys
All right.
Saturday. Good night.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Good night.
Good night.